Hi, boys and girls. We're going to read about the U.S. Coast Guard today, all right? Call the Coast Guard. It's October 29th, 2012. HMS Bounty is out at sea. It is sailing near North Carolina. Hurricane Sandy is coming up the East Coast. Strong winds toss the ship. The ship's power goes out. The Bounty is sinking. The crew is in danger. They send a distress signal. The U.S. Coast Guard gets the call. Help is on the way. A U.S. Coast Guard helicopter flies out to help a sinking boat. The HMS Bounty was a ship with 3 masts. It was built to look like a ship from the 1700s. The Coast Guard plane finds the ship. The crew is in a life raft, but the captain and another sailor were swept away. The Coast Guard sends a rescue chopper. A rescue swimmer drops into the giant waves. He helps the sailors one by one. They are lifted to safety. Do you see that? A rescue swimmer drops into water to save stranded people. The chopper heads back to the Coast Guard air station. The Bounty crew is safe on land, but the Coast Guard's job is not over yet. The Coast Guard must look for the 2 missing people. They find the sailor, but she did not survive. The captain has not been found. No one knows where he is. Coast Guardsmen help an HMS Bounty sailor back on land. Coast Guardsmen unlock drugs they took from criminals. Learning the ropes. The U.S. Coast Guard is one of the U.S. Armed Forces. The Coast Guard works along coastlines and waterways. They are famous for rescue missions, but they do a lot to protect U.S. waters. They help keep drugs and crime out of our country. There is a lot to learn to work in the Coast Guard. The Coast Guard doesn't only work near the ocean, they also take care of major rivers and the Great Lakes. New members of the Coast Guard are called recruits. They must love to swim. They train to swim long and hard. They learn to use pistols and rifles. Some recruits train to dive under the water. Others learn to fly planes. Recruits who finish basic training are called Coast Guardsmen. Even women get that name. Recruits must work hard to be fit. Basic training starts at Cape May in New Jersey. It lasts for 8 weeks. After basic training, the work starts. Some Coast Guardsmen drive boats and ships. Some fight fires on the sea. Some load and unload goods from ships. Others make sure boaters follow U.S. laws. Still others train to become officers. They lead other Coast Guardsmen. Officers work together to make plans for their crew. Have you ever wanted to work on a boat? You could do search and rescue. How about working to keep U.S. waters clean? You could catch people dumping pollution in the water. If you want to fly, you could fly a rescue plane. Want to stay on the ground? There are jobs on the shore to do. You could control air traffic. These guardsmen work at a command center on shore. The home front. The Coast Guard is always ready to help. Search and rescue is a big part of their job. They save about 10 people a day. They are always busy. The Coast Guard always helps when disaster strikes. Floods and hurricanes happen along the coasts. People can be trapped. The Coast Guard rescues people from danger. The Coast Guard looks for people who need help in a flooded river. A guardsman helps pull a buoy out of the water. The Coast Guard works to keep water safe. They keep buoys lit. They check lighthouses. They fix broken beacons. Fog signals must always work. The Coast Guard enforces laws. There are fishing laws. There are laws against illegal drugs. Many types of water pollution are illegal. The Coast Guard arrests people who break our laws. The Coast Guard sends ships to break ice in frozen waterways. The U.S. Coast Guard keeps our water clean. They help clean up after an oil spill. Animals and plants need clean water to live in. The Coast Guard also keeps water safe for travel. Sometimes waterways freeze over. Ships can't get through. The Coast Guard has ships called icebreakers that break the ice. They once made a path for a ship that carried fuel to Alaska. A Coast Guard boat watches for enemies around a U.S. Navy ship. Working overseas. Sometimes the president sends the Coast Guard overseas. This can happen during war. It could be for special missions. The Coast Guard works for the U.S. Navy at these times. They help watch for enemies. They search enemy ships for weapons. The Coast Guard also helps move U.S. troops and supplies overseas, special units and guard ports in other countries. They protect other U.S. ships. Guardsmen also help train foreign troops. They help keep the peace. They might help clean up after a disaster. The Coast Guard is always ready to help. A crew moves supplies to help Haiti after a disaster. Serving our country. In 2001, enemies attacked New York City. They flew planes into buildings. People panicked. The U.S. Coast Guard was ready to help. They helped people get out of the city. They helped boats get through the Smoky Harbor. We can always count on the U.S. Coast Guard. The Coast Guard patrols the New York Harbor in this picture. And there's the glossary. Thanks so much for listening, boys and girls. We're going to do a fun reading activity next. See you then. Bye.